Hello everyone. Today we are going to be doing a state board kit packing for cosmetology licensure. This is for only the practical exam, but I'm just going to go through how to pack everything up, what the bags are going to look like, they'll like take points off if it's not pretty much exactly like this. So just a quick walkthrough tutorial. First of all, you're going to need a bin like this. Preferably, I think the dimensions are 10 by 10, I want to say. Not completely sure. But you're going to want to have to label it Disinfected State Board Testing Kit. Everything has to be spelled right. That's kind of throughout the whole thing. Everything needs to be spelled correctly. I just used duct tape. I did some fun color duct tape just cause. So we are going to split this up into 7 different segments. The first being the pre-exam set. So this is what that bag is going to look like, minus paper towels. Paper towels are going to be in here too. But I'm just going to go ahead and take everything out of the bag, show you guys what's in them, yada yada yada. So, with this first one, you're going to need a trash bag, and then that trash bag needs to be labeled trash. So I just put some duct tape on there with the label trash on it. And then you're going to need some duct tape. Mine's a little bent, but that's okay. This is just going to be to tape your bag onto the table. Then you're going to need, it's a little faded here, this is EPA though. That's going to be your EPA registered disinfectant. It can just be water. It just has to be labeled correctly. And then an actual water bottle, labeled water. Some hand sanitizer, it doesn't matter what kind, it just needs to say hand sanitizer on it. And then a first aid kit. And the first aid kit is going to have Band-Aids, gloves, 2 biohazard Ziploc bags labeled Biohazard X, and then an antiseptic, which can be whatever as long as it's labeled antiseptic. So all that is going to go in the first bag here, including paper towels. I don't have them in here right now just because I'm out, but do not forget. So that's going to be the first bag in your box. The second one is going to be called Disinfected Thermal Styling. In this bag, first of all, you need, this is going to be for your drape, you just need a towel, doesn't matter what kind of towel, any towel, a neck strip, which I have in here, along with some perm papers. That's going to be to test the temperature of your thermal styling. Of course, it's not going to actually be on, but you're going to just tap that either curling iron or flat iron onto the paper as a test, and then the neck strip, of course, goes around the neck with the towel over it. And then just a comb. I just have this random comb that I have, and then a flat iron, a straight iron, and a Marcel iron, which looks like this, and it turns. That's what makes it a Marcel iron, is it spins. And then just a few clips in there. I have these two, and then like just this one for the drape. So that is going to be the second bag in here. Get everything put away. Okay. So the third bag is going to be our disinfected skin bag. And this one is going to be a little bit more complicated than the others. So in the bag, there's nothing except for these 3 separate bags. Oops, I'm dropping everything. Just a second. So, the first separate bag that you're gonna have in there is the Disinfected Basic Facial bag. This one is going to have a head drape. It can be a processing cap. You can get a headband as well. You're going to need a cleanser. It doesn't actually have to be a cleanser. It can just be a bottle full of something, just labeled cleanser. And then you're going to need a toner. Doesn't have to be a toner again, preferably in a spray bottle just because it's easier that way. And then a massage cream. This is actually lotion in here. It doesn't have to be. I just thought it'd be easiest to have some actual lotion in there. And then some cotton. I just have this like long strip of cotton. You can rip some off pretty easy. So that is the first bag in the disinfected skin. The second bag is going to be the disinfected hair removal, tweezing, and waxing. In this bag, there's going to be quite a lot of stuff. We have an antiseptic. Doesn't have to actually be antiseptic again. This goes with everything as long as it's labeled antiseptic. You might not be able to see the labels, the light's bright, but it says antiseptic on there. And then you are going to need an astringent. Same thing applies. And then some wooden spatulas to apply your wax. And then you need some fabric strips, waxing fabric strips. I just have some Q-tips here. You can use cotton as well. This is just what I had extra. I also have some cotton actually. So both of those would work. And then I have my mock wax. It says wax on there. It's just like conditioner, I think, or lotion. Label that. It needs to be in a pot, I believe. And then a pair of tweezers. Any kind of tweezers work. Those don't need to be labeled. And then that's your second bag in your disinfected skin bag. And the third and final bag is going to be disinfected makeup application. So this one is going to have a foundation. It needs to say foundation on there. If it doesn't, then just go ahead and put a label on. A face powder. Go ahead and label that powder. A eyeshadow. I have 2 different kinds just because. You have an eyeliner. Oops. Eyeliner pencil. Labeled eyeliner. A palette. I just am gonna be using this tinfoil. It's kind of balled up, but that's what I'll be using for a palette. That's just to get the product onto. You'll need a blush, labeled blush, a mascara, again labeled mascara, a lipstick, labeled lipstick or lip color, and then a bronzer, labeled bronzer. And then you'll need some disposable applicators as well. I've got some more of the spatulas, a Q-tip. You can put multiple of these in here too. It's best to have extra. Lip applicator. You could also use it as an eyeshadow applicator. And then one of those mascara spoolies. So that will be all for that one. With everything in the skin bag. So next is our disinfected basic layered haircut bag. And this is the fourth one, for anyone keeping track. So we'll have a plastic drape in there, a neck strip, shears. If you have them in a case, the case does need to be labeled disinfected. And this goes for everything. There cannot be any logos on anything. So I have some logos on mine I need to get rid of still. If you have any logos, then make sure to get rid of those because you will be deducted points for that. So I just have my shears in there. There's some hair all over them. And then you'll just need a standard cutting comb, a straight razor, not a straight razor necessarily, some sort of razor. Mine looks like this. This is the safest one I think you can get. So it has this logo on it, so I need to take that off still, or cover it up. But yes, there's that razor. And then around 6 clips, 6 or 7, how many ever you think you'll need. It's always better to have more than less. And then that is all for the basic layer haircut bag. Now we're moving on to bag number 5, our disinfected permanent wave bag. So in this one, we're going to have towel, cape, towel. So all 3 of these, if it helps you remember, you can sandwich them together because that's the order you'll be putting them on. Need some cotton. I have a long strip. You need a longer strip for this because you'll be wrapping it around your perm rods. And gloves, vinyl gloves preferably. Some perm papers. We obviously don't need this many, but a handful, so a clip of some would be good. A plastic rat tail comb. It has to be plastic, it cannot be metal. Your perm solution, labeled perm solution. This can be an empty bottle. You'll fill this up with your water bottle when that time comes that you do need to fill it up. And then around 6 to 8 of these. You'll be wrapping 6 rods, but I would bring 8 just in case. So that is all for the permanent wave bag. And that was bag number 5. So we will be moving on to bag number 6 here. The disinfected chemical setup bag. This one is also going to have 3 separate bags in it. There's also going to be stuff in the main bag. So you'll pull out these 3 bags, and then this is what you should be left with. I've got gloves, I've got a comb for sectioning, I've got some clips, and then a barrier cream that again can be anything, just needs to be labeled barrier cream. And then we'll go into the separate 3 bags. We'll need a disinfected hair color retouch, virgin application, or highlight. This bag is going to contain a small container of, you can use just conditioner, that's what I would use, labeled hair color. You'll need a color brush, a metal rat tail comb, and then some foils in that one. The second smaller bag in there is going to be disinfected bleach retouch. That's going to be in the same container but labeled bleach. You'll need a color brush and then extra clips in all of these bags would be a good idea. And the last one is going to be disinfected relaxer retouch or virgin application. Again, the same container. This one's labeled relaxer, a clip, and a brush. And that will be all. And then you'll use the same draping that you did on the permanent wave. And this one, you'll just have to demonstrate redraping. Super simple. And moving on to the last bag, and this is the disinfected nail bag. In this one, there's going to be 2 separate bags. In the main bag, all you should have is your mannequin hand with 1 nail painted. In the first bag, it's going to be your disinfected basic manicure. In this bag, you'll have a finger bowl. You'll fill this up with water from your water bottle as well. I've got a nice little kit here: base coat, nail polish, top coat, and acetone polish remover. I've got some cotton, I've got cuticle remover, orange wood sticks, file, Q-tips. And then also you'll need some lotion in that. Let me go grab that really quick actually, because I do not have my lotion in there yet. And then there's that lotion. As long as it said lotion on it, you're good. You could even use something else if you want, as long as it's labeled lotion. That in the bag. The second small bag in your disinfected nails is going to be your disinfected acrylic overlay form or tip. So in this one, you'll need a Stay-Board odorless acrylic. It has to be odorless. That's something you definitely need to consider, is it has to be odorless, or else they will not let you take the test. So that's just going to be a primer, an odorless acrylic powder, odorless acrylic liquid, and there's some more powder in this one. And then you'll need these forms as well as, I have a nail on this one right now, but a Freddy finger, just the finger, is perfect. And then you will need your glue, your nail glue. I'm just using super glue. A file, an emery board, your acrylic brush, and then nail clippers. And so that is going to be all of the bags that you're going to have in your kit. Let's get this put away. And then it's easier, I think, if you just have all the bags set in the order that you're going to need them. The order is going to be the same no matter what, going through these 7 bags. So there is that. I do have these 2 bags that are just extra of stuff, in case I practice doing my exam. So I'll take everything out, practice it how it would in real life, and then put it all away. So I've got these extras just in case. I'll just leave those in my bin, and then just in your overall bin, this doesn't have to, or this shouldn't be in any plastic bag or anything. You are going to need your mannequin stand. This is the one I am going to use. I just think it's sturdier than most. Here's another example of one of those stands that you could use. I'm going to be using this one though. And then you are going to need your mannequin head. Here's mine. She's got lipstick on her from last time I practiced, but you will just set her on in there as well. And then your bin also needs to have a lid. If it doesn't have a lid, then get one with a lid. A lid that latches preferably would be best. I broke this latch off before I started filming this video, so let me quickly attach that. And that's all. Thanks for watching. And I will leave a link with a list of everything that you need, as well as the list that has everything where the bags go. So yeah, thank you. Bye.